Hey everybody and welcome. Today we are here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and we're getting ready to take you guys along with us to
the Greenbrier. Evergreen! Woo!
So the Greenbrier was a former hunting lodge, and we are very excited to be here. This has been on our list for a good while now of our places to try. So the Greenbrier Restaurant is open at 4:30 and the bar opens at 4, and it is closed on Mondays. And here is some of that dry aged beef that they serve here. And right in here is the wine lounge. And the ceiling here in the wine lounge is a map of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So this is a skillet spoon bread, and it is their version of a cornbread. All right, Jennifer's gonna try some of the spoon bread here.
That's very delicious. It's very similar to a corn pudding without like the chunks of corn in there. Very delicious. Now Brent's gonna try the spoon bread.
All right. That's a little better than cornbread. It's a sweeter taste. Like Jennifer said, it's almost like a corn pudding without the corn is the best way to describe it. I love it.
It tastes like a creamy cornbread.
Henry, do you like it?
I like it, and I like the fries that's about to come up.
And for our appetizer, we got some goat cheese.
So this is goat cheese encrusted in pistachios, cranberries, and honey. And I dipped the bread in a little bit of the honey, so make sure to get that on there. So that is so delicious. These two pair very well together. You got this warm pita bread, soft on the inside, a little bit of a crisp on the outside, just enough. And then you've got the soft texture of the goat cheese and then the crunchiness of the pistachios, the sweetness of the cranberries and the goat cheese and the honey. Very, very delicious.
All right, here we go, first bite. To me, it's almost like a cream cheese, but then you've got like some cranberries on the outside and that sweet honey. I didn't think I was actually gonna like this too much, but I'm glad that Jennifer selected this because I am really enjoying this. This is great. I'm also a big fan of the pistachios on here. It's just a great combination. So Gentry and Henry got some lemon sorbet as a palate cleanser. That looks pretty good.
I think I've tried this before. I really like this, and it just bringing some kind of taste back to me. I don't know.
It's kind of like Italian ice.
Yeah.
And Jennifer got a wedge salad, and she opted for no blue cheese crumbles, and I got a chopped salad with mine. You also had the choice between a wedge salad, a chopped salad, or French onion soup, which is included with your meal. All right, Jennifer and I just got our palate cleansers here, the lemon sorbet.
I've got the Pura Buddha pork chop, which is a premium heritage pork chop, citrus brined, and finished with a spice cider reduction. You get to choose your side on there, and I got the risotto. It's the herb risotto, which has aged Parmesan, fresh herbs, and citrus.
So I ended up getting the King Filet. KDE recommended the King Filet, so I got it right here with the maitre d' butter. And then I also got the asparagus with the béarnaise sauce.
Got the kids fillet with ketchup and fries.
Kids fillet with ketchup and fries. And Henry got the kids cheeseburger.
It's a big old burger. So just right off the bat, it's very, very easy to cut into. Look at that juicy. So I'm gonna take my first bite here. That is so delicious and so tender and so flavorful. There's so much flavor, not only on the outside of the meat, but also on the inside. So you can tell that they really took their time to marinate this beautiful pork chop, and it is so thick too. So the fact that they got the perfect cook on there was just amazing. And you can get it cooked however you want. I did get well done, which it is so tender. I just can't even emphasize that enough. So juicy, amazing. Brent is cutting up his filet of beef there.
I'm gonna get a little bit of that maitre d' sauce on there, which is a little bit of parsley, lemon, and of course butter. All right, here we go. First bite of the king steak. I'm so excited.
See you nodding your head a lot over there. It must taste wonderful.
It's so tender. When I was cutting into it, I could tell it was gonna be very tender, juicy. You got that great beef taste, and you have a little bit of the zest from the lemon that's in there. This is a perfect combination. Thank you, KDE, for this recommendation. This is outstanding. And I wanted to also mention that I got mine cooked medium. So this is the medium cook right here. And I will say this sear is just perfection. That crunch on the outside and the tenderness of the steak on the inside is just exceptional.
I love anything that has to do with Parmesan and herbs and butter and everything like that. So this risotto, it just sounded so delicious to me. So I can't wait to try it. So again, you can tell that they really took their time to make sure that this is perfectly cooked and seasoned, and it's so creamy and buttery and Parmesan-y and herby and everything. Just very, very good side dish. I'm really glad I got that.
Now I'm going to try the asparagus with the béarnaise sauce. That's delicious. So when it comes to asparagus, sometimes you go to places and it's a little hard and not tender. This is perfectly tender and it has the perfect chew. It's not too soft, not too hard. It's just perfect. And with the béarnaise sauce, it's kind of like a velvety butter is the best way to describe it. This is fantastic. Gentry, what are your thoughts on your steak?
It's amazing.
Henry, what do you think about your burger, buddy?
It was good.
Good stuff. And for dessert, we have the creme brulee. All right, my favorite part of creme brulee. Here it is. Ready? Like a vanilla pudding is the best way to describe it, with that very sweet sugar on top. It's cold. It's cold all the way through.
Oh.
I think the last time I had a creme brulee, it was warm.
Yeah,
I
because
know
we've
it
had
was
one
warm.
like on a cruise ship or something.
Yeah, and at Chop House, it was warm. So this is cold and chilled all the way through. I kind of like it chilled, maybe more than I do warm.
What do you think, Henry?
I like the crust.
I like it cold. Also, I love that crunch on top, and then you've got the smooth, like pudding-like texture on the inside. So good.
That was the Greenbrier. Henry, what did you think about the Greenbrier?
It was good. I liked my fries and also my hamburger. And I liked it everything.
All right, and Gentry.
I gotta say, I really like that steak, well known as the filet. I also like the french fries and the ketchup.
And by the way, his steak, his entire meal was $13. His meal was $9. They also had a grilled cheese option. And Jennifer.
This is going to become one of our top favorites, I believe, in the Smokies. It's a very calm place, so when you walk in, they're playing some really ambient music. When we walked to our table, they had this Rose sitting in my place table at the table. And then our server, she knew so many things about the menu and just like kept everything flowing very nicely. So thank you, Hannah. You have awesome server skills. And I could not memorize everything that you memorized about the menu and everything, so that's really awesome. But everything was great. The appetizer was wonderful with the goat cheese and the cranberries with the pistachios and the cheese and the pita bread. All of that was a great combo. The spoon bread was delicious. And then our the palate cleanser, I thought that was incredible. I thought that was so neat. It gets you ready for the next set of flavors and all. So that lemon sorbet, that was a really nice touch. And then the entree, oh my gosh, that pork chop was so melt in your mouth good. And the flavors that it was marinated in and seared on the outside was delicious. And then the risotto was also a great compliment to my meal.
And when it comes to my meal, it was just out of this world delicious. Half the time when I come to a restaurant and I can't pronounce half the things on the menu, I don't really prefer the food there, but this was not the case today. It was all delicious. That steak, best steak here in Gatlinburg, and we've had a lot of steaks here in Gatlinburg. It is the absolute best. It did not need the maitre d's butter on top. It did add a little zest with that lemon zest. I actually took the butter and kind of put it to the side, but what I did enjoy was the green chimichurri sauce that was off to the side. It kind of gave it a little kick. And I kind of every other bite, I would try a little bit of that. Could not eat it all. The king filet was a little bit too much for me. I'll probably go for a smaller portion next time. But that steak is just something else, guys. I tried some of Jennifer's pork chops. Fantastic as well. The sides, the service, just like Jennifer said, I want to underscore that again. Hannah is an absolute wonderful server. Absolutely wonderful. If you're looking for a nice meal, obviously this is a little more on the pricey side. I think it was like $138 or some odd cents before tax and before tip. But with that in mind, that's for a family of four at a finer dining establishment. That's not too bad considering we went to a restaurant that's on the Gatlinburg Strip that's not a fine dining establishment and paid over $100 for food that's obviously not to the caliber that we had here at Greenbrier. As Jennifer mentioned, we will definitely be back here at Greenbrier for those special occasions. And I'm going to quit rambling. Just know that this place is... Yes. Oh, yeah, the creme brulee.
I just remembered about that. Was delicious.
Yes, it was cold. It was wonderful. Can't say enough great things about this place, guys. This is one of our new favorites here in Gatlinburg for sure. But guys, we thank you so much for joining us here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee at the Greenbrier. It's kind of like the Ohio State University, right? At the Greenbrier. And we sure do look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Every Day is Saturday.
Our server told us that this place is, well, we asked, since across the table there was somebody else that, one other waiter that was talking about the place was haunted. And then we asked about it, and our server told us that there was a couple that went here, and one went out hunting, one got eaten by a wolf or something.
No, not a wolf, a mountain lion is what she told us.
Yeah. Fiance.
And then the wife.
Then she passed.
Yeah.
And the legend is that she now haunts this place. And one of the waiters was explaining to his table that if you believe in this stuff, we personally do not, but he was explaining that he has seen the ghost, and I guess her name is Lydia, and he has seen her on multiple occasions. What's up there, Gentry?
This just leads to a dead end.